Titans fall to the Colts 19-17 on Sunday. Now they turn their attention very quickly to the Jacksonville Jaguars in a trip to Florida for another AFC South showdown Thursday night against the Jaguars at 7:20. Talking about the game yesterday, though, John Burton in the locker room caught up with offensive lineman Roger Saffold.
Had a little trouble on third down, sustaining drives, not getting huge plays in the passing game. How tough was that?
Yeah, it was very tough, and we need to figure it out. I mean, that was one of our keys, to winning this game was winning on third down, and we obviously didn't do that. I mean, we gave ourselves chances to win the game, but we have to be able to take advantage of those opportunities. We had a lot of missed opportunities today.
Big crowd, they retired the numbers of Eddie George and Steve McNair today. I know you guys wanted to win for those guys. Yeah. How tough is this one to swallow?
I mean, it's really tough. I mean, it's absolutely tough, especially the way that we did. And of course, it's on the day when we're over here recognizing Eddie George and Steve McNair. So I mean, this is something that you kind of gotta take and then leave, because we got a game in 4 days.
Is it almost good to have that short week with such a bad taste in your mouth? You know that you're going to be right back at it in just a few days.
Absolutely. I definitely want to get this bad taste out of my mouth. I definitely want to get on the field and play again. I mean, these guys were playing hard. Effort was never our problem, but we got to get these details together.
Roger, I can't emphasize this enough. That is a great outfit. Thank you for the time, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, quick turnaround now for the Titans with that game in Jacksonville on Thursday night, and a lot of questions to be answered, many of them coming from you at home on Twitter. So let's check those out, starting with Trey, who says, why can't they commit to running Henry 20-plus times a game, especially when your QB is not at his best? He had just 3 carries in the fourth quarter. Why?
Well, because they're facing 9 and sometimes 10-man boxes in this game. So I don't blame Arthur Smith for putting the ball in the air. And a fifth-year quarterback is allowed to make some plays through the air, too. It can't just all be about 22, even though today he averaged more than 5 yards per carry.
Stick with the offense. A question I've been asking. This comes from Garrett. Is it me, or has Adam Humphries been invisible so far? Guy had 76 catches last year for the Bucs. Where is he?
Not just you, Garrett. It's all of us. We want to see him move the chains, too, because that's what he was brought in to do. Mariota needs to start checking down some instead of looking downfield and then eventually taking those sacks. That was a huge problem today.
And Tobias tweets in, it's like that song by country singer Sarah Evans. I'm done with how it feels, spinning my wheels and letting you all drag my heart around. And I'm done thinking you could ever change. What the heck is going on with the Titans? We thought maybe they'd turn the corner last week, but what is this team now after we see today?
Interesting playlist, Tobias. Your wife is controlling the radio there, I see. Look, the national narrative is exactly what we saw from this Titans team today. Very inconsistent week to week, and they continue that today against the team they can't get over the hump with. Inconsistent play leads to losses like this after some big gains that they had in week 1, but it's important to consider this is 1 week, just like Cleveland was.
JB, I think you said it. You weren't going to pick the Titans to beat the Colts until they beat the Colts. That remains true. Jay Hutt, thanks for the time.
Yeah, good to see you.
All that on the Electric Power Company Sunday Sports Central last night. A lot of negative there, so let's go to one positive. David Quesenberry, backup offensive lineman, in the game at the goal line as an extra tackle, ends up catching a touchdown pass yesterday from Marcus Mariota. Former cancer survivor, out of the league for 3 years while recovering, finally makes an opening day roster this year with the Titans, catches a touchdown pass in his first ever career reception in week 2. We caught up with him after the game.
Yeah, I was just like, don't drop this thing, man. You're open in the end zone. These opportunities don't come very often, and Marcus, gave me a nice little touch in the back of the end zone, and I came down with it.
You work on plays like this, and at some point it could be called. What's the feeling like in the huddle when the play gets called?
I was like, oh, here it is. There's a chance, on any play, there's a million different scenarios that can play out. But one of the scenarios was me being wide open in the end zone, and it just happened to turn out like that. I was the guy who was open in the end zone and got to catch the pass.